Sad story. Matthew kicked the bucket. You can see it right there. He did. Nah, you're pulling my leg. Why? What's the purpose of this, really? Why do you keep pulling my leg? Well, if you continue taking drugs like Matthew, you're going to face the music. Yeah, that music looks so scary. Look, why is it coming out of the piano like a zombie of some sort? Hey, I don't want to face the music, man. No, no, I'm done. I'm done. I will not follow in the footsteps of Matthew kicking buckets all everywhere. So, did Matthew tie the knot with Sophia? I looked like he did. I don't know how good of a knot that is. Maybe you're in scouts and you think that's not a very good knot. But what's the purpose of any of this stuff? I don't understand. People just tying knots for no good reason. Okay. No, Sophia is burning the midnight oil, trying to prove they were married so that she can inherit some of his wealth. We went from kicking buckets to pulling legs to facing the music. Now you're burning midnight oil. How are these things related? This is a lost cause. This story has no footing. What the hell are these people talking about? I think she should hit the road and find a new husband. I mean, what kind of advice is that? She's just going to hit the road. It looks like she removed some of the tarmac from there after hitting it for so long. Then a husband is coming up to her. Okay, this is a magical wonderland where weird things just happen. Okay, let's hear the rest of this story. She's under the weather right now. She can only use Matthew's insurance to pay for her hospital bill, but she needs to prove they were married first. I can see she's under the weather. The weather is cloudy, maybe a bit cold. I see some smoke. I don't know whether she's smoking a cigarette or something like that. Yeah, she's definitely under the weather. She's under the weather. But we all under the weather. I don't know why that's so important. I'm under some cloudy weather today. There's a bit of sun outside, but I'm under the weather too. I don't know why no one is talking about it. Okay, let's hear more. You know, she will have to bite the bullet and realize she cannot continue being a parasite. Okay, so the solution to her problems is biting the bullet. Okay, I seem to be listening to a couple idiots talk about random stuff. What the hell is going on? Okay, she's biting the bullet, she's looking for a husband, she's burning midnight oil after facing the music. Wow, what a story. Um, I'm on the fence about that. I think she was a good influence on Matthew and made him happy. She deserves to inherit something. Why is this inheritance coming from after Matthew just kicked the bucket? You want to inherit his property because he kicked the bucket and had his leg pulled and faced the music. Now she's on the fence. What the hell is she doing on the fence? She's on the fence about that. Okay, okay. Now she has bitten the bullet. She's under the weather. Ah, okay. I'm sure she has got skeletons in her closet. She can't be the angel you're describing her to be. And now she's creepy now. This Sophia, she has some angel wings and some skeletons there. They say the devil is an angel. No, I'm not going to judge her. Let me not get into this story. This is a weird story. It goes from this is horror. This level from a love story, I guess it was supposed to be. Yeah, she definitely has got some skeletons in her closet. Um, you're backing up the wrong tree, mate. You can't judge people you don't know. Plus, the treatment will likely cost her an arm and a leg. Ah, now she's being treated. She was on the fence after being under the weather and biting the bullet. Now she needs treatment and it's going to cost her an arm and a leg. I mean, they'll have to chop her one of her arms and her legs just to treat her. What kind of treatment is she going to go through? I'm lost. I'm lost. This seems like a story from an alien planet. It doesn't make any sense. Don't jump the gun too soon, my brother. Uh, you have said we shouldn't judge people we don't know. You don't know her either, so don't leave a positive review. So apparently there's a problem with jumping guns around here. Don't jump the gun. Don't. I don't know what's the purpose of it. I thought guns are meant to shoot some stuff or something. I don't jump the gun. Yeah, don't. I'm not going to jump the gun. Okay. Since I spilled the beans on this situation, I need to leave. I plan to go to the club tonight and hang out with some of my friends. So yeah, the beans have been spilled, and this looks careless. I mean, why do you have beans lying around a table where you have your laptop and all your other stuff? But anyway, the beans are spilled and there is nothing we can do. So someone needs to leave this conversation and go to the club tonight. I guess he or she is someone who likes clubbing. And oh no, it's raining cats and dogs. I don't think anyone will leave their house in this weather. And true to his or her word, this looks scary, man. It's raining cats and dogs for real, man. How are they going to go to the club? I mean, if a dog just falls on your head from wherever it is falling from, that's going to be a serious injury. So I should probably not go. You should probably not go to the club until all the dogs are off the street. They're going to be off the street after a while. Going to look for food. They are going to start eating people. That's too many dogs, man. In such a small area. What are they going to feed on? Okay. Uh, that's a piece of cake. I'll just put on a raincoat and cover myself with an umbrella. Yeah, and definitely I see a piece of cake, so and an umbrella. The dogs are falling on top. I think we can make it to the club. We can. However far that club is, as long as we have a piece of cake and an umbrella and a raincoat, we are good to go. We're good to go. We're good to go. Uh, okay, then if you plan to go outside with your friends to the club, break a leg and also paint the town red. Yeah, I think I'm going to see Stacy. So yeah, break a leg, man. Paint the entire town red. You know, that's what you do when you go to the club. Man, this story. I hope you're following the story. It's a very interesting story. A very very interesting story. So you're going to see the same Stacy who gives you butterflies in your stomach. When he or she sees Stacy, the butterflies fill up her stomach somehow. See the outside and they get in somehow. I don't know how. But yeah, but Apparently, butterflies being in the stomach is quite of a big deal. It might mean not going to see space. Yeah, and like, yeah, I know. I'm always walking on eggshells when I'm around her. I mean, why did you find the eggshells? Like every time you're around her, there's just some random eggshells lying around that you just step on, for no apparent reason. Hmm. This is a weird world you're living in, my brother, my sister, man. Stacy, yeah. Oh, take my advice with a grain of salt. But today, I think you need to throw caution to the wind. I wanna see you lose your marbles. So yeah, that's it. That's what is supposed to happen. There's a grain of salt in our hand. Take that advice with that grain of salt. And throw caution to the wind. You see the wind blowing the dogs and everything. And then lose your marbles. You have to see how big that marbles jar is. And she looks excited to lose her marbles. Yeah, that's the real definition of having fun. Lose your marbles. Throw caution to the wind, but take everything with a grain of salt. Sprinkling. I think that salt that is being spilled onto the oncoming dogs. I don't know why they like it so much. In the town that is already painted red by now. This looks like a fun place. I know. No, I can't just throw caution to the wind and lose my marbles. I have cold feet. Oh hell no, those feet are cold, man. They look like they've been on some snow of some sort. That's not how feet are meant to look. She definitely has some cold feet, yeah. Wow. Now she needs to see a doctor. That's not normal. No. She could need an amputation after a while if this persists. But yeah, cold feet is a very serious thing. Make sure uh, you don't have that. No, don't have cold feet. Just drive her up the wall. You're an expert at that. And yeah, she's being driven up the walls by the dogs. So yeah, send some dogs to drive her up the wall. You're an expert. You know how to do these things. Apparently, she's an expert at driving people up the wall using the dogs and cats that were in. Ah, I can't just drive her up the wall. You need to read in between the lines. She wants a calm guy. Yeah, I read between the lines. And this guy is calm. She really wants a calm, a calm guy. He's doing yoga next to some. I hope not dead dogs. I hope they're just sleeping. And the marbles and drinking his tea with some butterflies. Man, this guy is the definition of calm. This is definitely what Stacy wants. Not someone who drives her up the wall. Yeah, man, I throw in the towel. You have not been listening to me uh, as I try to give you advice. Yeah, the guy is throwing in the towel, man. The towel looks dirty. I don't know what. I don't know whether it was cleaning the dogs. Yeah, the towel looks lost. Um, your head is in the cloud. If I follow your advice, I'll go up in flames. Yeah, definitely. You don't want to be going up in flames by following someone's advice. Uh, yeah. Okay. Don't steal my thunder. Yeah. Don't. Don't steal my thunder. I'm done with this story. I don't understand anything.